For those of you on the replay, thanks for joining. I appreciate you coming in. Hey, Napkin Dad, thanks for joining. Everybody on the replay, thanks for joining. Thanks for hearts, all that good stuff. My name is Deborah Gloria. I am a... Flip the camera on. Hi. My name is Deborah Gloria. I am a freelance photographer here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Ooh, light's really bright. Hey, Patrick. And I am shooting a headshot today. Actually, my client just left, but I wanted to show you the lighting configuration. I wanted to show you how you can do a headshot, and you can give them option number 2, excuse me, fairly quick, and how that looks. So really quick, I want to show you the headshot. Hey, thanks for joining, everybody. I want to show you the headshot that I just got through doing, the 2 versions, and then I'm going to go over the lighting with you. Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay, so the first headshot that we did was very simple. Okay, so how did I light that? Now I did move my lights around, but it's going to be very easy for me to show you. I used 2 lights. That was it. Now, if you've been on my broadcast before, you know that I like to use these foam core flats. These are 2 4x8 foam core that you can easily buy. I think they're $20 a piece. I taped them together, as you can see, and it's like a book, right? So I actually had this foam core, and I had this box over here. Like I said, I moved them. This box is actually bouncing into the flat, and that's it. It's just a real easy, clean light. You've got nice, good catch lights. It's a clean light, easy to do. Now, and then I just had her up against my cyc, which is over here. I lit the cyc with just one head up there, coming down onto the cyc. Makes a nice white background, as you can see, and really simple. 2 lights, and I make the light with the head bouncing into the 2 foam core flats. Makes a nice, big, soft light. Really easy to do. Now I want to do something different. I went ahead and hung this material, which if you get painted backgrounds and stuff like that, that's what that material is. So it's just a cream color background. Now I wanted to kind of give it a little bit of a softer light. So what I did instead is where you see I have 2 windows in my studio, and then I have a nice white, I'm going to walk over here, I have a nice white wall here. So what I did is I bounced my light into my wall, full power, right? And my model was basically standing where this ladder is. I'm also using this light, so I've got basically 2 lights, okay? So what I ended up doing, here, let me go move to that treatment, okay, is I have her here up against the material. So since I'm bouncing the light, okay, which that's not the most flattering shot of her, but since I'm bouncing the light into that wall, it's making a beautiful light, just a really nice light that's just, as you can see, the material is almost like, you can kind of see a little bit of a wrinkle there on the material there, but it's just, it has really just like a big wash. It's a beautiful light. I'm going to come close. I'm going to come to a close-up shot that I also did of her with that light. Sorry, you guys. But I just want you to see how nice that light is in her eyes. And I know I have another shot here that you can see that. See how nice that light is? So basically, bouncing light up against a big surface, which I know that I have windows. I know that I have windows here, but I'm bouncing the light, you know, where it's just kind of covering that whole wall. So if in your mind you can think that you have this and this lit. You have this like huge light source that's coming down onto the model. And then it's creating this. So it's like a gigantic scrim. So there you have it. And, basically shooting 80 millimeter lens, 1/60th of a second, ISO 250. Now, if I were try to just use the natural light that's coming in, that's not enough light because I'm using, it's just strobe is what I'm using. It's just a lot of strobe that I'm using, okay? So there you have it. So I hope that kind of helped you. I know that that might have been a little gray, but it's really important that you imagine with your brain what's happening to the light as it just wraps around the person that you're shooting. So especially when I'm shooting women, they're very, very conscientious about maybe wrinkles and stuff like that. Hey, thanks, Trevor. I appreciate that. They're very conscientious about, wrinkles and stuff like that because, we're all aging. None of us are getting young, right? So this type of light really helps them. And I shoot tethered. And the reason why I shoot tethered is because, I want... Okay, it's like at one point in my life I was going to be a dentist, okay? The suicide rate for dentists is very high. Now, I just decided not to become a dentist. All of a sudden, become a photographer. Well, okay, we're still anxious about going to get a picture. We're anxious about going to get a headshot. Where everybody is, we know we've got to get it done, but we're all anxious about it. So, when I shoot tethered, it helps people. Hey, Patrick, it helps people get comfortable with seeing themselves instantaneously. Back in the day, I was shooting with Polaroid. And so we would take a Polaroid, and of course, we'd be able to see, Polaroid instant gratification. Same thing here, the same idea here. Shooting tethered. Your son is a dentist. Yes, I was going to be a dentist. I was 2 years into it, and I loved it. I loved learning about the human anatomy. So, but long story short is how do you relax your clients? And, it's like we can have a conversation all day long, but once I put that big black thing in front of my face, everybody gets all tense, right? They get very tense. So if you can show your client how good they look, okay, by shooting tethered if you can, and adjusting the light, test your light before your client comes in, I promise you, you're going to get some amazing results. So, hope you learned something on this. It's these little nuggets I learned along the way to become a successful photographer. And I want to share those same nuggets to anybody who's listening, even if there's just one person on this broadcast. If they're walking away with one nugget on how to become a better photographer and how to execute any shot possible, then I help somebody, and that's all that matters to me. Because, it's like I have all this information, it's all locked up in the head, and I want to share it with you guys. So, you'd like to become a photographer? Yes, it's been a long journey, and I love it. Hey, Cindy, thanks for the encouragement. Thanks, anybody. Thanks for encouragement. Thanks for just being here. Thanks for the hearts. Always learn something from you. Absolutely. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm going to keep doing these scopes when I can teach you something. This is a learning channel. It's about if I don't have something to say that I can help you become a better person, then I take a little break, until I get that knowledge for you. So, okay. Thanks for this guy. Calderdash. That's the interesting name. I like that. All right, you guys. So I know this is Halloweeny weekend, so please be careful out there driving, okay? We want everybody to be back safe and sound, all right? Have a fantastic weekend. If I come up with something, I'll pop back on, but until then, y'all take care. Enjoy your day. All right. Canon, okay, hold on. Is it Canon 7D? Adequate. Yes, absolutely. Shoot raw. Okay, that's my biggest thing. Thanks for the lighting lesson. Absolutely. Shoot raw. That's my biggest thing. Raw, raw, raw. Shoot raw. Everything shoot raw. I don't care what you're doing, shoot raw. I mean, you know, even if this person that I just got to shooting, she's already explained to me that she was just going to use these shots for social media, still shooting raw. If I need to make a billboard photograph of one of these, I can do it because I shot raw. Just shoot raw and get really good storage. And we could talk about storage another time. I use Drobo. I sleep well at night. I also use Dropbox. I sleep well at night. So, but we will definitely talk about storage another time. I will do a scope on storage. To store or not to store? Where do you store? How do you store? And why do you store? Okay? All right. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye-bye. Storage and backup. Yes, storage and backup. Promise. All right. Have a good weekend.